there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar. Yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Ran in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns. Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Travion Williams now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
You know, Kate, his NFL career didn't get off to the ideal start through the draft process and obviously falling to the 5th round. But seeing him in person a couple times in Colorado, I'll tell you this, he is tough and he is accurate. And those are two attributes that every NFL team wants in their quarterback.
To the air on first down, Sanders. And his first pass falls incomplete. Comes up empty on that one. So it's second down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Sanders will keep it. Hit behind the line. That ball's loose. And the Panthers dive on this one first. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
What a tumultuous start to Bryce Young's career. The former #1 pick has about seen it all, Kate, in the NFL. And it's not how you start, it's how you finish. At least that's what he and the Carolina Panthers got to believe, because the finish to last season was his best football yet.
Straight to the air here, it's Young. On target to his back, Nico Dowdle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
These intermediate games, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Gain of 6. And the Panthers first down. It's a gain of 6.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Hubbard quick on the draw. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is Dowdle on 2nd down. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry.
That's garbage.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Here's Hubbard on the give. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. He's got a man left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. That's a caught for the 1st. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the pistol, here's Junkins. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and short here. Sanders. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They'll go. It's Sanders. He's got it to his running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up a first down, too.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Sanders will keep it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. To throw now is Sanders. A little bit of screen pass for Judkins. Down to the 10. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Running for the first time with a Tennessee rookie. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Judkins goes up and over for the touchdown. The Browns trim the lead to 1. This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Trevor Etienne to return this. This makes it up to the 25. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their 2nd try. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Gallup And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. He got it along the sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field of play. That's incomplete, so we've got 3rd down.
I can promise you that is a throw, and as a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going for it himself. That ball is out. Young lost it. And the Browns pick it up. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
New set of downs for them from the 31. Sanders going to throw here on 1st. On the move into the red zone. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Judkins. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. He gets it again. And he punches this one in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns parlay the turnover into a lead. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Browns take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st.
Panthers 7.
Here is Schmidt to send this away. Set to return. It's Chuba Hubbard. Making some progress here. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Panthers set to take the field. And their last series, we never really got to see what the true final outcome would have been because they fumbled things away early.
They sure did, Kate, and that adage is true in the NFL. Ball security is job security. Got to protect the rock.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he'll slide down after picking up a couple. 2nd down upcoming.
gain of 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Hubbard. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. With that tackle to Michael Hall.
It'll be this group's job watching the films to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. To the air on 3rd and long. And the Browns get there and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
On 4th down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And he'll try to hit this one well. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. First call here coming from the shotgun. Man in motion out of the slot. On 1st down, here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
It's a dime look defensively from the Panthers. 3rd down coming. 3rd and long for him here. Gets it to him on the screen. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. He's got this at the 27. And hey, we see a lot of the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Carolina offense headed out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Even even if it doesn't get the first down, you can't be mad about that play offensively. The sweep was executed really well. They won the race to the edge and netted a solid gain.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
3rd down, run by Hubbard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Going to the ground again on first. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Panther first down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
Zone read, they'll give it to Hubbard. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Young working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that being stopped short of the sticks.
Sam Martin on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The Browns getting their offense out there. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Judkins headed right. Up the sideline past the 25. And he's all the way forward to the 37-yard line. 25 on that play. That's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
It's Judkins on the counter. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call out a gain of 7. Nicely done.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another one for Judkins. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They send him left out of the slot. First down, and they go right back to it. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the other side, Brock. But we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Browns with the lead here from Huntington Bank Field. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Short pass brought in. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd down run from Judkins. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Well, it would have been a long field goal in the rain, Brock, so instead of trying that, they're going to go for it. They'll go, Judkins. And they make the stop, I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, you call that play in a huddle as a quarterback, you break the huddle, and you can almost feel it right from the jump. You get that surge at the point of attack on 4th and short. They did, and then some to move those chains.
We've set it down from 37. Another game to Judkins. It's a solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Handoff now to Judkins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Running this is Judkins. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that's a Browns first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Buys time, rolling right. Down to the 10. And forget the field goal, Brock. They reach the end zone to end this first half on a high note. Managed that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott, and hope you are really today enjoying that dry studio as the rain continues to fall here in our second half. And here is Schmidt to send this away. Hubbard with a return here. Shoots away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Hubbard again. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. He just throws this one away.
Give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, Sanders. Deep, Hackett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can butcher either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the right now.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throw here, 3rd down. That one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Browns are lined up to punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Hubbard quick on the draw. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Out of the gun, Young. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Gets it running a sweep. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They send the tight end in motion. Running the throw here on 3rd. That's the line he's going to run for it. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Defense shows blitz. Young. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense. He had another chance to take a shot on it.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Rush coming for Young. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So they'll be left with third and goal.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Young on third and goal. Get this out quickly. It's McMillan. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's fourth and goal. They'll run for it. Hubbard. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers shrinking the lead some in the third. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on fourth and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Big strike downfield to Judy. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take a 13-point lead. It's a Jerry Judy touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
Panthers 14.
Here is Schmidt to send this away. On the return, this is ETN. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Young on the play action. Complete to Tremble. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now it's Young. Connection made to Tremble. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Young looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Browns and wide receiver Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next drive. And he has kept his pace up in the 2nd half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Throwing again here, Sanders. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Sanders now on third down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Young has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Here's a give to Hubbard. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Young throwing here. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got it. That big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. They got one right there with that sack.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Young working from the gun. It's caught. Jimmy Horn Jr. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Browns rolling out 6 DBs. 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Got his man. This is McMillan. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
And the Panthers, 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Trying to get outside with Hubbard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. And break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Throwing from the gun. Escapes a defender. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Out of the shotgun, give to Hubbard. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the...
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They run again with Hubbard. The 2nd down run good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
And forever coming up. Desperation time here. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Browns and wide receiver Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next drive. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here.
I'm a dive about, I'm a direction to write about. Did too much numbers to type them out, but I'm gonna wait for that Michael route. Step on my brothers, we hike them down. I'm gonna step on my brothers, I hike them down.
First down now, ball at the 33. Zone read, this is Judkins. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. That one's caught. Jeudy has it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
It's Judkins on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another one for Judkins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team on the field. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Panther offense headed out to the field. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. He keeps it and takes off. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Out of the gun, Young. Complete. It's Trevor Etienne. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop. Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Here's Young. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. To the air, he head again. Young. Tremble with the grab. And they're going to be set up, Brock, with 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Panthers losing by 14. Hubbard. Will not score. The defense holds and stops him short that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to his safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Young to throw it. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Panthers 21.
So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Judkins running between the tackles. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Running the draw here with Judkins. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he is to throw. Near the goal line. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns going by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Extra point set in through the rain. And the Browns double their lead to 14. here is Schmidt to send this away. On the return, this is Etienne. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, Young. That's caught by Hubbard. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now it's Young. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down now, ball at the 33. Young looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Here's Young again. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Looking to throw it. The ball is out. Young lost it. And this is going to be Browns football.
Hey, I get it, Kate. Third down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free instead of facing fourth down. Even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. So the Browns come away with the win. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.